Well, the theater was established after the Second World War, but this building, which we are now, is now almost 30 years old. Next year will be 30 years old. Before it was an old building in a small city nearby, Saukan. So now we are 30 years. And of course, some things are getting very old and need to be replaced. But in this time of crisis and so on, it's very difficult to get money. And so we have a lot of plans how to develop, how to go with the time, but it always depends on money.
Yeah, we were speaking with Koda Modra about the issue of money. And where is the culture situated when the cultural institutions have to promote the values, the real values of the society, and at the same time need to make some money, because not all cultural organizations are subsidized by the state. They have to make some kind of business plans, they have to provide for themselves, and they have to sell their cultural products to the audience so that there should be some turnover, Yes.
Well, we have that luck that we are subsidized by the government, so we are national theater, so 100% on the government, of course, but we have to also put our own income to the program. But for the, let's say, equipment, for the salaries and so on is covered by the government, so we are lucky. Of course, there are never enough money what we would need. So sometimes we have to buy some things by our own money if you want to have it. So there's always a battle. And of course, as you said, we are not, let's say, a lot of money you can make with comedies. Of course, comedies are most popular, then also income is bigger. But our main goal is not to produce comedy. Of course, also comedy, but quality. Our main goal is quality, and our main goal is how to put some values to show to the audience, to the society, is how to put questions which are now alive in those days. So and this is serious problems. Not this. You cannot laugh. Let's say you cannot laugh about war.
Yes.
You cannot laugh what now people are going through. They're about violence, about I said war, about crisis. So where people are going, where the society is going.
Right.
So there is always battle between what to put on the repertoire and what is income of this. And we always know that this is like opposite.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, this is absolutely the opposite, and there should be some kind of balance. And do you think that the public theaters and the organizations which are part of the state are more advanced than the private cultural institutions and organizations because they have to count on themselves in terms of income?
Yes, we have this possibility that we can put, let's say, more serious program repertoire compared to private theaters. If they want to survive, of course, they have to make comedies that they got enough income to produce and to cover salaries and other costs. So we are lucky that we can do what we are doing.
And do you think that private cultural institutions make lower quality of cultural content?
Not all of them. Let's say about the theater, there are a lot of independent theaters or companies which applies for some funds at the Ministry of Culture, and they also do serious program. But of course, without these funds from the ministry or from local community, they couldn't do such kind of program. But there are special theaters, like private theaters, which are focused on comedies, and they are doing this program, and that's okay. we have to have both.
Yes. And how do you deal with the innovations in the culture, especially in terms of performing arts like theater, concerts, all kind of events which are on stage. Do you use some kind of multimedia innovations like 3D mapping and things like this? And if so, how do you manage to find the people to do it? And how do you include this in your cultural and creative process inside the stage?
Yes, of course, this development is also known, is also theater is developing. So many new innovation and new technologies are also coming on the stage.
Yes.
So let's say now a lot of performances has videos included. In the performances and like you said 3D and all that stuff that, let's say, for me a little bit older is like wow. And of course we need usually we hire people so are not employed but are coming outside to help us, or a director has his own group of people who are doing performance, because we do not we don't employ directors, set designers, costume designers. They're all like hire. It's like
they're outsourced.
Outsourcers. So usually director of the show has his own group of set designer, costume designer, music, video designer, and so on, and he's doing with them. Yes.
So the director is actually the person who is outsourcing, selecting those people and outsourcing.
Well, together, but he suggests I would like to do with this set designer, this costume designer, because I want to do such kind of performance, and then we look what we need. Yeah.
And is the director part of your internal staff, permanent staff?
No.
He's also part of your external.
We do every year, let's say, from 8 to 10 new performances, new premieres, and we hire 8 to 10 directors. So all this is our all hire outside.
I see.
Yes.
Okay.
We just have these technicians, like administrative staff,
light designers, sound.
But often also, let's say, light designer or sound designer is hired. Let's say just to put the
I see.
scene, and then
I got it.
Thank
you so much for your time. It was very